Good morning, loves! Welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. I don't know why I had to look. I knew it was the 11th. Whatever. I just woke up. I'm going to go through some comments from last night. I missed some comments from when I was gone over the weekend, so I'll try to go back and look, but if I miss some, I'm sorry. You guys know I like to read all of them, but I'm like a little bit behind right now. So, I got some good sleep last night, except about 4 o'clock, I woke up and I could not stop coughing. My throat is really, like, scratchy right now, and I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. Yeah, it hurts. But my nose seems to be clear, so hopefully this is the end of it. I was taking a little bit of cold medicine, but not much else, so I'm going to hop in the shower, put my battery on to charge. Probably going to end up buying another battery for this, since I think I'm going to wait a while to buy another camera. I did get some great suggestions from some people on Snapchat, and there's a few in the comments, so I will look into them. I kind of jumped into that one. It was a Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday, and I was like, yeah, that looks great. It looks comparable to what I have, just a little bit better. So, I'm going to do some research and save for a little while, probably. I realized that I probably need to start saving some of my money for taxes, because getting the extra little bit of YouTube money, they don't take taxes out of it, and so I need to start saving for taxes. So I need to put some money aside. I mentioned the Hello Kitty or Sanrio Loot Crate the other day. I did end up ordering that. I ordered 4 of them. They come quarterly, so there's 4 for a year, and they're came out to $120, so about $30 a piece. So I'm excited to get those. We'll try that out for a year and see how that goes. I like getting these boxes for you guys. Then we can figure out what we actually like together. So that's cool. Sorry. I ended up watching the Trolls special last night. And it wasn't a Christmas special, but it was a holiday special. And it was really cute. I really like the Trolls movie. I think it's a really cute one. And the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was really good too. What else did I do last night? That's about it. I set the video that I put out yesterday, Vlogmas Day 10, I accidentally did at 1080. I didn't realize it. And so it took like 2.5 hours to upload. So I was like, oh God, I don't want to wait around that long. So I set the alarm on my phone and I went to sleep. So it posted last night about a little after 10 or 10:30. So if you haven't seen it, I mean, by now you should have if you're watching these every day. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my battery on the charger, go take a shower, and get ready to head up to my sister's house for my nephew's Christmas pageant. Yay! Alright guys, here's my outfit for the day. So I've got the mustard cardigan, and this shirt that I got at Walmart a while ago, and the skirt from Target. The boots are also from Walmart. So I like it. I'm not wearing leggings underneath the skirt, which is weird. Alright, so I'm at Costco, and I don't want to look like a crazy person talking to myself, because it's like a bunch of older people. So I'm not sure that they would understand what I'm doing. But I'm picking up a few things for Roger that I know he likes to get at Costco. I found these. Have you guys seen these before? So you get a 10 of the peanut butter balls for 160 calories, 10 grams of fat, carbs are 14, 5 grams of protein, there's 8 grams of sugar in 10 of them. I don't think that's too bad. So I'm gonna try those to like curb a sweet tooth. I don't know, might be good. I've got some chicken broth. I got a centerpiece from my boss. Well, the owner of the company, not my direct boss. So, I'm just gonna look around Costco. I know my sister's looking for some Christmas gifts. And Landon had to go to the bathroom. His program starts at 12 and it's like 10:30. We actually drove separately because I have an eye appointment at 3:30 that I had to be back in Longview for, which is like a little over an hour away, so yeah. By the way, Costco is a fantastic place if you are going low carb. They're consistently putting out healthy alternatives to stuff. They have all the different flours and things like that, so good tip. All right, so here's my Costco card. I got some grapes, broth, some sparkling water, 2 rotisserie chickens, some instant rice, salads. I got some pills for Raj. I got some cauliflower over here. Just like random stuff. I hadn't went grocery shopping this week, so I needed to. Another thing that I get at Costco a lot is vitamins and stuff. They have great pricing. It's worth it to check it out. We ran into our friend Holly here, which is so funny because we haven't seen her in like a while. So I'm just like walking Costco waiting for my sister to be done so that we can go to the pageant. Hey guys! So I'm in the car. We're headed to the Christmas thing now. We also stopped at Walmart and remember the gray grandpa sweater? I found it in red. So excited. So I got that in red. I should be good on sweaters forever. So I wore that skirt and top and that sweater, and which I got hot in Costco, so I took it off. I get super hot while I'm shopping. I'm sure it's because I'm so big, like so fat, and like moving around that much is not something I'm like accustomed to doing very much. So you know, it makes me sweaty. Plus, like, I feel like the stores keep it so hot in there. But anyway, so we went to Walmart and I got that. I saw a bunch of people that I knew at Costco, actually, because we're in the town where I grew up. And so I saw my Uncle Ray and I saw our friend Holly and some people I went to high school with that I did this to as I was like walking by. Not that I had a bad high school experience, but like, just not people that I, obviously, if I haven't talked to them in, God, 12, 13 years, they're not a part of my life. 12 or 13, it's way longer than that. What are you talking about? It's been 18 years. This June, it'll be 17 years since I was or 19 years since I was out of high school. So, what am I saying? Yeah, I graduated in 1999. My bad math aside, they're just not people that I want to associate with, so whatever. So we're heading to the Christmas pageant. I'm excited. My feet hurt again. These boots, they're so cute, but I think they rub like this weird part on my foot. I thought it was the socks that I wore on Saturday because I wore these boots on Saturday too, but I think it's like where the shoe comes up like this, it rubs on that certain part of my foot and it just wears. And my feet were already sore, so I probably should have wore different shoes today because they gave me a blister on Saturday and it's not fully healed yet. So I probably should have wore different shoes. I knew we were gonna be walking around Costco and stuff, so my bad. I'm not even mad at the shoes because they're hella cute. It was 25 degrees when I started my car this morning. Is this better or worse? Like, I can't even tell anymore. It looks so dark in the display when I'm looking at it, but when I get it on, like, my computer, it looks fine, so whatever. I feel like I'm rambling again today. What was I talking about? Oh, it was 25 degrees when I got in my car this morning. It was so cold. Everything was frozen over. Oh my gosh. And then on the freeway, it got up to like 37. And when I got to my sister's, it was like 27. And it's 36 now. So it's pretty cold for here in Washington. We're not quite used to that chilly temperatures. But no snow because there's no precipitation in the air. Just frozen. There's not even that much ice. It's just the ground is frozen and it's hecka cold. So, yeah. Kind of getting hungry, so I think there's food at this place. If not, I bought a crap ton of shit at Costco. Beef jerky. I'm sure I have that in my purse still. It was funny because Saturday I ate a small bag of beef jerky and I had put the garbage in my purse because there was no garbage can near me. So when I went to get stuff out of my purse later, I was like, why does my purse smell like bacon, you guys? They're like, we don't know, what's wrong with you? And then I figured out it was the bag of jerky. I'm an idiot. So I was telling my friends that you guys all think that I'm so nice and sweet, and they're like, yeah, they don't know you. And I was like, shut up, you guys. They're like, no, they've never drunk babysat you. They don't really know you. And I'm like, you're right. So I thought I would tell a couple drunk stories to you guys. I'm kind of a hot mess drunk. Seriously, this lighting is terrible. The sun is like in full blare. But yeah, I'm a hot mess when I drink. And so I never drank until, I think I had my first drink at like, well, okay, no. I drank a little bit before I was 21, but like I had my first like night of full on crazy ass drinking when I was like 23 or 24. And we were at the beach for Rod Run, which is a huge car show. They have thousands of cars, and we went camping at the beach, and then you put your chairs out by the road and you watch all the cars go back and forth from the car show to downtown, and it's so cool. It's like one of the funnest experiences. All our friends would go. It was just so much fun. And so I had brought a partial bottle of Tawaka, and I had brought some other stuff. At that time I was drinking blue curacao, lemonade, and like raspberry vodka or something. I've always been a vodka girl, but it was blue lemonade is what it was. And so my friend Jeannie and our friend Doreen, I was like, let's just finish off this bottle. There's only got to be like 1 or 2 shots in here. We could probably all take just 1 shot and be fine and finish off this bottle. Well, it ended up being like 3 shots each, and that was a lot of liquor. And Tuwaka is like really strong. Like it's a pretty strong liquor. And so that kind of started it all. And at the time, Roger was asleep in the tent, and our air mattress had kind of lost a little bit of air. And so he was kind of like laid in it, kind of like a beanbag almost. And so we opened up the tent and we like went inside, and I jumped on the mattress to like pop him up. Well, instead it popped me back off the mattress and onto the floor. So I'm laying on the floor laughing my butt off. They're laughing at me, and Roger's like, what is going on? So we continued to drink for the day, and Jeannie can hold her liquor really well, and I apparently cannot. I don't throw up. Because of the stomach surgery I had, I can't throw up. So the only way for me to get through being drunk is to let it do its thing. Let it go the course. And so we drank all day. We sat outside, we ate, we drank, we ate, we drank. And I got so hammered, I blacked out. And it was the first time I'd ever blacked out. I had no idea what was going on, but apparently at one point I had fallen off the sidewalk and was laying in the street, like next to the sidewalk, rolling back and forth trying to get up, and I couldn't get up. And so our friends went to get Roger, and he's like, no, I'm not coming out and getting her. And they're like, come on, man, like she needs your help. And he's like, no, this is her thing. I'm not doing it. So they had to get my mom and dad, and my dad and our friend Jim, who I had one on this arm and one on this arm, had to walk me to my tent. I was hammered. It was terrible. I had the worst hangover the next day. My whole mouth was blue. My pee was green for like 3 days because of the blue curacao in the drink that I was drinking, because I was drinking blue lemonades. Wow. So that was one of my drunk stories. When we went to, I'll tell another quick one. When we went to the chocolate factory, me and Carrie, on Saturday, I got the Rockstar. I was like, oh, I cannot even smell Rockstar without like getting a little bit nauseous. And the girl behind the counter is like, Jaeger bombs? I was like, yes! She goes, me too. I like, every time I have to pour one of these, I'm always like, oh. I got so drunk on Jaeger bombs at my friend Tasha's 21st birthday that I couldn't drink Jaeger for like 4 years after that. Oh, someone's calling me. Hello? Okay. What do you want to do? Yes? Okay, sounds good. Bye. That was my sister. So we're gonna go to a couple hometown things. We're gonna go to Johnson's Smokehouse, which is my sister and their daughter were best friends when they were growing up, and they were like, I guess in city blocks, it would be like a block and a half or 2 blocks away from us, so they would like walk back and forth. I kind of grew up out in the country, so we might go to the cider mill too. That might be yummy. Latin cider mill, yum. Anyway, so I got drunk on Jaeger bombs, and I couldn't drink them for like 4 years. I have many more drunk stories that I will trickle in. This weekend we're having my mom's big family Christmas. There's effing roundabouts, you guys. There's about 45 of us, I think, between all the kids and grandkids, and yeah, there's a lot of us. So we rent out a hall, and my aunt thought, because we already have the hall, we might as well throw a Christmas party for our extended family and our friends. And so we're doing that on Saturday. So I posted in there yesterday, I posted this meme that said, sorry I got super drunk and mouthed off at your party next week. And I was like, I'm just gonna leave this here. It's so me, you guys. Like, I get kind of mouthy, but like, I think it's in a funny way. Like most people think it's in a funny way. I used to be I was never violent, but I used to be angry when I would get drunk. Like I would tell people off and yell at people. I haven't been that way for a while. I don't know if it's because I'm happier with myself or if I've kind of let those things go, but I've been less angry, which is great. Like, you shouldn't hold anger in your heart. And so that's going to be on Saturday. I'm really excited for that. I'm hoping to vlog a lot of that. But again, it's people that I don't know if they want to be on the internet. I don't know if they want to be exposed as knowing me. Just stuff like that. So I'll do what I can. Yeah, it should be fun though. I kind of want to introduce you guys to my grandma when we have the family thing, because she's just so adorable, and you guys would all want to have her as your grandma. She's just so fun and cute and tiny. She's just tiny. She's so short. I just love her. All right, so we are heading down the road that I grew up on, and I can show you guys the house that I grew up in. It looks a little bit different. My cousin actually lives there now. So here is the church that was right next to my house, and the post office that they built about 15 years ago, I think. And then this brown house where they're doing all the construction in front of is the house that I grew up in. Can't really see it. So they took down all of the trees in front of my house, and they took out part of the yard, but this is the house I grew up in. And then this is the little store that was next to my house growing up. Oh, this is so nostalgic for me. These are the railroad tracks that are right next to it. And here we are going to Johnson's. Now, they used to do butchery services and stuff, but they've grown so much that they just do retail now. And it's, I believe they just do retail now. Don't quote me on that, but it's grown so much. They used to just have like 4 or 5 employees, and now they've got all these cars, and it's just so cool to see something from your hometown get so big and so cool. It's just, it's great. And that's their house. It's a cool log cabin. So something that makes me a little bit sad when we drove past my childhood home is, oh, this is my pepperoni stick that I got from Johnson's. It's delicious. Something that makes me really sad is there was a weeping willow in our front yard, and they cut that down and took it out. There's so many like special, I don't know, I just always loved that tree. You couldn't climb it, but like you could hang from the weeping branches, and it gave like a really nice shade in the summer. It was just really beautiful. And like there was these trees out in the front. I don't even know what kind of trees they were. But they had like these ivy vines that grew up the stumps, like up the bottom of the tree. And every year in the spring, these daffodils would grow on underneath the trees, and that's how you knew spring was there. And there's just special like childhood stuff. It's Christmas time. You get nostalgic this time of year, you know? So my home has grown. There's a lot more people out here now. There's a lot more houses. It's a lot different. They're expanding the road there in front of my house. That's the construction they're doing. And so it's, you know, we all grew up and moved away, and I don't know. On one hand, I'm sad because it's not the same, but on the other hand, you have to let things grow and you have to let things change, or nothing would ever evolve. So there's my little nostalgia break for y'all. My nephew's Christmas program was adorable. It was so cute because they had him lined up all across the stage, and he ended up being right in front of the table that we were sitting at anyway. And so we just got to sit in our seats, and I recorded a little bit and I took some photos. So I will attempt to blur out the kids that were next to him. I don't exactly know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna learn because I really want you guys to see it. It was so cute because he was like right in front of us, but he was probably like 10 or 15 feet away, and you could definitely hear him singing pretty loud, and it was so cute. They sang this song about thank goodness for Jesus, or Jesus is something about Jesus. I don't remember exactly, because the preschool he goes to is a Christian preschool, or at least they say prayers before they eat, and they do learn a little bit about Jesus, but it's a really good preschool. My oldest nephew Logan also went there. Oh man, the sun today is insane. And so it was super cute. They did 3 songs, and then we had like a little potluck, and it was so fun. And his best friend in school's name is Ellie, and Ellie's grandma and my mom are friends. So it's cool that he knew someone going in. Like, she started about a week after he did, and so it was nice for her to have someone in class that she already knew. And they play so well together, and they actually look like they're related because they both have this cute blonde curly hair. They're so adorable. I just so much hearts. So I made sure I told him goodbye when I left and give me a big hug, and he warms my heart. Warms my heart. Warms my cold, dead heart. My heart is not cold or dead, but you know what I mean. So I'm heading home right now. My gas light just came on. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stop for gas because I'm not gonna make it home if I don't. So low, and I didn't realize I was so low. I'm one of those people that, like, I gauge at it, or I glance at it occasionally, but not much. So I did change out of my skirt and my boots just because I have a doctor's appointment and it's the eye doctor, and I know that when I have to sit in the eye doctor chair, I have to spread my legs and kind of move forward just because my belly kind of gets in the way. So I didn't want it to be uncomfortable with me in a skirt and no pants on underneath. By the way, don't think I'm going to be doing that very often. I do not like the feeling of my bare legs rubbing together. It's just weird to me. So probably won't be doing that much. Yeah, that was the first time in like a super long time that I wore like a dress or a skirt without pants on underneath. Not my favorite. Okay, I know that this gas station is like insanely expensive, and I can make it another 10 miles, so, or at least 10 miles. Just spilled water all over me. Cool. Sounds awesome. So I got some stuff for Roger at Costco, and then when we went to Johnson's, I got him some stuff there too. And I texted him while I was at the program, and I was like, I got you so much cool stuff today. He's like, nice. I go, I have a doctor's appointment at 3:30, so I'll come over after. He's like, cool. I was like, be a little more enthusiastic, bud. This is why we're not together. A lot of you guys have asked, like, what happened between us, and I guess my best explanation for it would be that we stopped cultivating our marriage. We stopped working on our marriage. We took for granted that we were both there. We took for granted that our partner was always going to be there, and that they would just do what they've been doing for 10, 12 years. And we never, like, we always kissed good morning and we always kissed good night, but there wasn't much other, like, there wasn't much other physical contact besides that. And in my head, in a marriage, there needs to be more than that. And I think he was sort of content with that, but maybe he wasn't. Like, well, we did talk about it, and he was like, well, yeah, I guess that's not the best way, but he was raised a lot differently than me. There wasn't a lot of physical contact when he was growing up. There wasn't like hugs and kisses every day like there was when I was growing up. We had snuggle time. When I was growing up, we had snuggles. The four of us would like snuggle in my parents' bed. Like, we would just like hug, and like he was raised differently, and it started to wear on me. And I'm not blaming him for anything. This was something that I think is best for both of us at the moment, because he has things he needs to work on, and so do I. And I had someone make a comment that they had gone back and they had watched some of my earlier videos, and they had known me as this Kandy and not that one, and they were astonished by how different of a person I was just like almost a year ago. How much I had grown as a person and changed physically and mentally. And it's true, I've gone through so much in the past 12 months, and I keep saying this, but it's crazy to me how much I have changed. How much I have grown as a person and learned to be more independent, learned to be stronger, learned to stand up for myself more and not be so introverted and put myself out there and get hurt. And it's awesome. I mentioned in my video from Saturday, day 9, that there was someone that I wanted to date. And him and I had a frank conversation yesterday just not what he wants. And he's told me that multiple times, and my brain and my heart just can't like process it correctly. And I think today I finally made it click. I'm getting upset about talking about it, but I finally made it click in my brain that he just wants to be friends, and that's okay. He's a great friend. He's amazing. And I need to be content with that. And it's hard to put feelings of love and want aside to be able to be friends with someone that you have stronger feelings for than that. And so that's something that I really need to work on for myself and for his and I's friendship if I want that to continue, which I do. I don't want to lose him as a friend because I value him so much in my life. And he's probably going to get upset with me for talking about this with you guys, but I'm not telling you who it is or anything. It's just something that I have to deal with, and I know I can't be the only one that deals with stuff like this. Is that I have such strong feelings for him in more of a way than he has for me, and that's totally fine. For a long time, I kept hoping that, like, if I just kept being cute and, like, kept being adorable, that he would eventually give in and be like, okay, yeah, I love you as much as you love me, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that to someone. You can't force someone to fall in love with you. You can't force someone to want to date you. And telling this to myself now, I'm like, duh. But like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I couldn't tell myself that. And I had tried to date other people, and it just wasn't working. And I kept going back to him and just like knowing that that's who I wanted. And I can't force myself on someone. That's just silly. And so I think I finally clicked it in my brain today. No, I clicked it in my brain. I'm not even going to say I think. I clicked it in my brain today that I can't make him fall in love with me. That's not fair. And if I don't want to lose him as a friend, I just need to knock it off. So that's where I am with him, and I'm happy to have him in my life and learning to be content with having him as just a friend and nothing more. I wasn't going to talk to you guys about that, but that just like verbal diarrhea'd out. So, yay? I don't know. It was kind of nice to get it off my chest, though. So, I'm going to get off this exit and get some gas, and then head to the doctor. You guys, my makeup area is an abomination. What is wrong with me? Ugh. I'm going to clean this up. And then my friend Ryan's coming over. We're going to watch a movie. So, vlog will be up a little bit late tonight, but I need some downtime. I had a really great day, actually. I just took Roger's stuff over to him, and so he was really happy. I went to the eye doctor. Everything's great. She said there's no, like, diabetic, like, damage or anything, and my eyes look awesome. I waited for an hour to get my depot shot, but I got it. So, yay me. What do we think about eyebrows today? I used the e.l.f. Medium brown instead of the BH Cosmetics ones I've been using. Stay there. So, I'll show you guys the difference. Not sure you can even tell if there's a difference. The frickin' lighting in my bedroom is so bad. Okay. They're almost the same color. I would say the NYX, or the e.l.f. is a little bit lighter. I don't know. That's what I used today. So I'm gonna clean up my work area while he is on his way over here. And then I'm gonna chillax. So I'm cutting the vlog off here. Like I said, I had a great day. My battery's dying. My card is screaming at me. So it's a sign that things need to be over. I charged my battery this morning, but I used it a lot. So I love you guys. Thanks for coming with me on Vlogmas Day 11. Like I said, this will probably be out late. Sorry. Update. I washed off my eyebrows and the e.l.f. stayed on way better than the BH. It was way harder to get off, even with a wipe. And I almost think it came off cleaner, even though it was harder to get off. I don't know if that makes sense. But I really like it, and I really like how cleanly it came off. Because sometimes after the BH, I'm still like tinted brown up there. I'm like looking at myself to make sure that I'm like, yeah. My friend Ryan doesn't care if I have eyebrows on, so I was cleaning my face off and I was like, man, that came off a lot harder, but it stayed on better during the day. Like, there wasn't any instances where I was like, I had my finger on my eyebrow and like wiped half of it away. So, yay for the e.l.f. brow and eyeliner.